And that is almost looking at it in the long term. But what about people who, in the short term, in the immediate term, are perhaps looking to buy a house, or they're on a mortgage and their fixed rate is coming to an end? How should those people be feeling? Because it is mixed, isn't it? On one hand, there are those changes to stamp duty, which will mean they won't have to pay as much. But on the other hand, interest rates are rising, which will affect people on those tracker mortgages.
Yeah, I think the interest rate situation is one that we certainly need to watch, and we certainly need to be mindful of. So people often draw a comparison between where interest rates are now to where they were in the late 80s, early 90s, when they were 14, 15%. The difference now to then is that the link between average earnings and average house prices is completely broken. In addition, we've taken on a lot more household debt too, so a smaller increase in interest rates has quite a significant impact on those who are already paying mortgages. And as you rightly said, when people start to drop off their fixed rate and look to negotiate a new mortgage, that's going to present some particular challenges. It looks as though, through the economic policies that the government have outlined in their mini budget, as though interest rates are only likely to go one way, and that's likely to be up. So I think it's one for us to be cautious and careful of, and for homeowners to be particularly mindful of as they think about budgeting.
Yeah, can I just ask very quickly, what if somebody is planning on buying a house or moving at the moment, what would you be saying to those people right now?
I mean, I wouldn't want to try and answer that one. It's clearly dependent on the individual circumstances that people find themselves in. We have an overheated housing market. We have incredibly expensive housing market, and people have to make very tough decisions for themselves when they choose whether they're able to step onto the housing ladder. The rise in interest rates will just make those decisions tougher for people, I think, as they start to think about, are we really going to be able to afford it? And that, of course, is if someone is able to have saved up to have a deposit in the first place, which is another really important issue here.
Thank you so much, Jane Prestwich.